Welcome back, all of you again. In the last video, we talked about the career in the bee pharmacy. So today, I like to highlight the career opportunity after the bee pharmacy. So many people again think what should we go for the higher education. So in screen, I highlighted the courses which we should be taken for the master in pharmacy. So first one is the pharmaceutics, second one is the quality assurance, third one is the pharmacology, after that regulatory affairs, fifth one is the pharmaceutical chemistry, and the sixth one is the pharmacognosy. So these topics which relate to the getting opportunity in the research and development in the pharmaceutical field. So first is the formulation. So for formulations, if you want the opportunity, so you have to do the M pharmacy or the master in pharmacy in pharmaceutical departments. Again, the quality assurance, if you want to do the QA job, yes, you require the specializations nowadays in the pharmaceutical quality assurance. So earlier video I talked about the opportunity in clinical trials. So this is a course that is a pharmacology which is very much required to get opportunity to do career in the clinical trials in the pharmaceutical industry. So pharmacology, it is related with the clinical trials departments or the career in clinical trials. Again, the regulatory affairs department, it is related to the submission of data for the regulatory agencies like the US or the Europe. So those company or the first pharmaceutical industry who are going to export their medicine abroad, like countries like the US and Europe, that required the documentary submissions of the data. So that documentary submission can be taken place by the regulatory affairs department. So this is a course nowadays. Many colleges are taken on priority for doing specialization in the regulatory affairs. So pharmaceutical chemistry, it is a field related with the analytical development department. It is a part of the R&D, or we can say the technical support for the formulation development. It's department called analytical development. So this for this field required the specialization in chemistry, or you want to do a job in QC also. Nowadays the master in pharmacy in chemistry mostly prefer. The cognosy department or the pharmacognosy department, it is not that much uh, career perspective nowadays. Only thing that if you going for the MPharm in pharmacognosy, you will get the opportunity in teaching. So first five MPharm are nowadays that getting a better opportunity in the pharmaceutical field. But day by day, the number of colleges also increasing, and the opportunities are not that much increased with respect to the college. So competitions in the pharmaceutical industry also very amount of huge with respect to job. So to stick in the market with the competitions, you have to grow up your knowledge and the skill for getting opportunities in the research and development department. So after pass out from this six subject which I is showing on the screen, you also get opportunity in the lectureship in various different academic colleges. So after the this M-Pharmacy course, some people may feel that the uh, career in the pharmacy, it is going to be very competitional. So they try to find a different field after BPharm. So my suggestion it is, if you like to switch your career from the pharmacy, what will be the opportunity? Yes, you can choose a career in the master in business administration. So how we can choose a career in MBA, that is Master in Business Administration. You try to choose career, it is in the human resource department. It is a very white collar job and very frontline job in the pharmaceutical or any industry. So you can explore your opportunities not only in the pharma industry but also in different industries where the human resource department it play critical roles or the very important role, I can say. So you can choose the MBA HR department, and especially my suggestion is that you should prefer the MBA in HR for your better career compared to the master in pharmacy. It is my opinion that I like to suggest you. After that, you can do the MBA in the marketing also. So after doing MBA in marketing, you are getting the same job which I highlighted here, the sales or the marketing jobs in the pharmaceutical industry. So only the preference of getting job after MBA will be higher compared to the B.Pharm. So nowadays, the after B.Pharm, many students who are interested in the marketing, they choose the career, or they choose the educational career in the MBA in marketing. Some people who don't know, that is one more master in business administration department called operational management. So this is a very nice opportunity for the pharma graduate, and it will give the huge or the best package in the pharmaceutical industry, because operational management, it is the key role in the pharmaceutical industry. Uh, so if you ask my opinion, I like to give you, we should choose the career in operational management in the master in business administration studies. So this will create a different opportunities, and for this operational management, there is a with wide amount of scope, with a limited number of competitions in any industries. So MBA in operational management nowadays, it is a best opportunity after the B.Pharm for choosing as a career. So if you want, after B.Pharm, you can also do your career in the bachelor in law. So some people may ask me question, that is, what is the link between the bachelor in law and what is the link between the pharmacy? Yes, it is a link, because the pharmaceutical industry also consists of one more department, that is the intellectual property rights. So IPR, it is the patent protection right department in the pharmaceutical industry, who protect the rights of the new inventions or the new research. So for this IPR department, the nowadays industry prefer the pharma graduate with the bachelor in law graduate. So you can choose the LLB as a secondary career in pharmaceutical industry to get the opportunity. Also, you get the opportunity as a corporate legal advisor in the pharmaceutical industry if you go with the degree, bachelor in labor, bachelor in law after your B.Pharm. So these both careers are very important with respect to you choosing a different opportunity in pharmaceutical industry. So nowadays, many people thinking about the higher educations, like they go for the philosophy doctorate in the pharmacy. Yes, it is a good chance to get a opportunity to go with the higher educations. It is always welcome to prefer the higher upper educations like PhD. But my dear friends, uh, to choosing as a higher educations after master in pharmacy like a PhD, the the opportunities which we are getting, it little bit gets lower. The pharmaceutical industry, it is totally opposite to the extremely higher education, because they are in the considerations of the salary package, and again the education. So my thinking is the PhD, you can do the PhD, but once you get the opportunity industry, you start your career in the pharmaceutical industry, and side by side you do your for philosophy doctorate. So it will be good for you to grow your career and do your PhD. So salary expectations, we are around getting industry, pharmaceutical industry, like 15 to 20,000 per month nowadays. So as I like told early, the pharmaceutical industry growth is a steady growth. So we have to these things make in our mind that it is we have to be patient. Thank you so much.